Are you ready to retire? Or maybe you are sitting there just a few years away from hanging it all up, and you are gripped by the absolute fear of running out of money? You have worked hard your entire life. You saved in your 401k, you stuffed money into your IRAs, and now you are looking at this massive pile of investments and thinking, how on earth do I actually spend this safely? How do I turn this into a paycheck that won't disappear if the stock market crashes tomorrow? Listen to me. The biggest mistake I see people make when they transition into retirement is that they keep all of their hard-earned money in the exact same place it was while they were accumulating wealth. They leave it all exposed to the wild, volatile swings of Wall Street because they don't understand the fundamental shift that must happen the moment you stop working. You are no longer in the accumulation phase of your life, my friends. You are now in the distribution phase. And that requires a completely different strategy. That brings us to the question I am getting asked more than ever right now. How does a retirement bank work? First, let's clear up the confusion, because if you don't get this straight, it will cost you. When people talk about a retirement bank or a retirement bank account, they are usually talking about one of two things. They are either talking about a specialized bank that focuses entirely on helping you draw down your wealth safely, or they are talking about a specific, FDIC-insured demand deposit account that lives inside a managed retirement platform. Let's look at the actual mechanics of how this works because it is beautifully simple, yet so few people utilize it correctly. Think of a standard retirement plan. You have your stocks, your mutual funds, and your exchange-traded funds. When the market goes up, you feel like $1,000,000. When the market goes down, your stomach drops. If you are 35 years old, a market drop doesn't matter. You have time to wait for it to recover. But if you are 65 or 70 and you need to pay your property taxes next month, a market crash is a financial emergency. If you are forced to sell your stocks when the market is down just to pay your grocery bill, you are locking in permanent losses. That is financial suicide for a retiree. A retirement bank setup solves this by introducing a fortress of safety directly into your distribution cycle. It acts as a specialized cash management clearinghouse. Instead of your money sitting entirely in risky investments, a portion of your wealth is funneled into these secure, interest-bearing, FDIC-insured accounts. Imagine your retirement income like a three-bucket system. Bucket number 1 is your immediate cash. This is your retirement bank account. It holds 1 to 3 years' worth of your living expenses, completely safe, completely liquid, and fully insured up to $250,000. This is the money that pays for your rent, your healthcare, your food, and your travel. Bucket number 2 is your income generator. This holds fixed income assets, like bonds or certificates of deposit, that feed bucket number 1 as it gets depleted. And bucket number 3? That's your long-term growth. That's where your stocks stay, untouched, giving them 5, 10, or 15 years to ride out the market cycles without you ever being forced to sell them at a loss. So, how does the retirement bank account operate day to day? It automates your life so you can sleep at night. You link this secure account directly to your investment portfolio. Then, you set up an automated, recurring transfer, a synthetic paycheck, to hit your everyday checking account on the first of every single month. Do you hear what I am saying to you? You are recreating the security of the paycheck you lost when you retired, but you are doing it from a position of absolute safety. If Wall Street drops 20% tomorrow, your monthly paycheck doesn't budge by one single penny because it is being drawn from the cash fortress of your retirement bank account, not from your deflated stocks. The fear that keeps retirees awake at 2 o'clock in the morning is the fear of the unknown. Will the market tank? Will inflation eat my purchasing power? Will my bank fail? When you use a true retirement banking strategy, you mitigate every single one of those fears. Because it is FDIC insured, your principal is backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. You aren't chasing high-flying tech stocks with this money, you are protecting your peace of mind. But you have to be smart about how you set this up. You cannot just walk into any corner bank branch, open a basic savings account yielding practically 0%, and call it a day. That is how you let inflation slowly erode your wealth. You need to look for institutional retirement banking features that offer competitive, variable yields that keep pace with changing economic conditions while keeping that money completely liquid. Here is your actionable takeaway for today. Do not wait until the day you retire to figure this out. If you are within 5 years of retirement, or if you are already retired, I want you to look at your total net worth right now. Calculate exactly how much money you need to live comfortably for the next 24 to 36 months, subtracting what you already get from Social Security or a pension. Once you have that number, that is the amount of cash that needs to be moved out of harm's way and placed into a secure retirement bank account structure. You must establish your cash bucket. Protecting your wealth is no longer about getting rich. It is about staying rich and ensuring you never, ever have to compromise your standard of living because of Wall Street greed or market volatility. Take control of your money, set up your safety net, and give yourself the secure retirement you have earned.